See Paris and die. I'm sure when you hear of Paris, the first thing that comes to mind is the Eiffel Tower or the Seine River. Follow me, let's go see Paris. Hi, my name is Debbie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey! April is my happy month because it's both my birthday and my wedding anniversary. And this year, I'll be celebrating in Paris, the city of love. Follow me as I go on this trip. So, we boarded from Tallinn to Warsaw in Poland and from Warsaw to Paris in France. Here we had just touched down in Warsaw before mom duties came calling. It's not easy traveling with toddlers. You know how much of cranky and troublesome they can be even when they are at home. Talk move when you're on a trip. It's a lot, but the joy, the fun you have doing it is worth it. The airport bus had to take us to our boarding gates to board to Paris, France before we knew what was happening. We touched down. Can you see? It looks different. Paris looks different from the sky. We touched down in Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, I am live in Paris. Like I said earlier, it's not easy traveling with a baby. Paris is home to beautiful architectural, modern and medieval structures. But first, let us claim our baggages before we head right into the city of Paris. This is Paris Airport. Paris Aéroport. Well, for some of you who do not know, I speak a little French and you will get to say that in this video. Bonsoir. Bienvenue à Paris. Paris vous aime, meaning good evening. Welcome to Paris. Paris loves you. Well, that was testing. Let us see how much of French I can speak while staying in Paris for the next few days. First off, the airport is a little bit far from the city, so if you'll be traveling to Paris, factor that in. And cabs do not come cheap. Well, cheap is relative. Maybe I'm not as rich. Then there's a lot of traffic in Paris. And finally, we get to our Airbnb apartment. So this is the neighborhood where our apartment is. We had to check in, and before we settle in, let's do a quick house tour. This is the living room area. This is the bath and toilet. The kitchen area, or rather the stomach factory. We have a cute wall gallery here on the side, and it's good night for the day. It's day 2 on our trip, and today is my wedding anniversary. And this is what the view looks like from the window of our Airbnb apartment. Yeah, not bad actually. And before this bird came to wish us a happy wedding anniversary, and it flew away. By the time we woke up, we were famished, like hungry. And we had to use a Google map to look for the nearest grocery store, which was not so far from our apartment. And we went in, did a little shopping. Yeah, because why stay in an Airbnb apartment and not be able to make what you feel like eating? Anyway, we went in there, did our thing. Rather, I did my thing because I'm the cook here. Yeah, we're able to get nice stuff, and that is one thing I think I love about Paris. No bro, there are a lot of options. We headed back home and saw this chapel on our way back. Are you even in Paris, or rather in a French speaking place, if you've not stumbled on the name Pierre? Pierre is like a very popular French name. Well, another thing I didn't tell you guys is it rains a lot in Paris. God, I don't know how they cope, but fam, when I say it rains a lot, like the rain literally messed up our plans. And on this trip, nah, it rained a lot, or rather, it rains a lot. So we are now going to go visit the Eiffel Tower and cruise on the Seine River today. So, some of you do not know that the Eiffel Tower used to be the tallest structure in the world at some point, and it is also called the Old Iron Lady. Paris is a busy city, and like most busy cities, it is always rowdy. Some parts are usually rowdy, and this is one of the parts that gets rowdy, the Eiffel Tower area. So we had just come down from our car here and had to proceed to the Eiffel Tower base on foot from here. People from different parts of the world come to visit this global heritage monument or UNESCO heritage monument, and because this city is a mega city, you have a lot of nationalities here. You see a lot of black people, a lot of Spanish people, black Africans here, or black French speaking people here. And this is some of the souvenirs you get to buy. You see them advertising to you for €1, and you see those on and off lights the towers with them are making. They are actually mimicking the real Eiffel Tower because that is how it shines or blinks at night. We have a tricycle here, yes. Well, just in case you do not know, you pay to go into the Eiffel Tower, and it comes with a lot of package. Yeah, more souvenirs and more souvenirs. There are a lot of black people here, and we are just one barricade away from the Eiffel Tower. But we need to get a good or beautiful picture of the tower, and we have to move away from the tower and go somewhere a bit far to be able to get a good picture. You see a lot of stores just by the tower, and this is the Seine River, just a few meters away from the tower. These stores sell different forms of entertainment and fun stuff, and yeah, that is the building we are going to get a good picture of this tower. Like I said earlier, this is the Seine River, and we'll be coming back here to book our tickets to cruise on this beautiful river in Paris. This is the Jena Bridge we are standing on to have a good view. We later changed our mind and didn't go to that building again to take pictures. We took pictures of the Jena Bridge and went to get our tickets for our cruise this evening. So there are different companies that offer the cruise on the Seine River, and some offer breakfast cruise, dinner cruise, lunch cruise, but we opted for the dinner cruise. And we got our tickets, which came with drink. No, sorry, we had to buy drink, and it included champagne. So this is the waiting and boarding area. We had to wait for our boat to come before we board. And as our boat approached, we had to strap our baby, and because it won't stop raining, because the boat has an area inside where you can sit, or we can opt to sit on top to have a better and clearer view. We opted to sit inside because of our baby, and the rain won't just stop. So we had begun our cruise here, and we had a very good view of the Eiffel Tower, and you can see some other boats on the river as well, also cruising. And like I said, you can have dinner, you can have breakfast, you can have lunch on the boat, depending on the company you decide to patronize and the package they offer. So if you go online, you'll see a lot of companies and different options, and like I said, there are different packages and you can choose from any one of them. My baby was here enjoying the cruise, having fun. Yes, you can see the smile on his face. The cruise was actually fun. So back to my I speak a little French gist. I learned a little bit of French till SS1 in secondary school. So if you are from Nigeria, you understand what SS1 means. So SS1 is the first year of high school, and I did French thanks to Sir. Sir means sister in French. So this my French teacher was a reverend sister, and she took us French classes, which I didn't really like at the time because she had her approach which I did not like, but I'm grateful I took those classes. We got our champagne and sipped as we cruised. If you remember, when I started this video, I said see Paris and die. So see Paris and die used to be an old saying back in the day because of how beautiful Paris used to be back in the day. I remember my mom, who used to travel a lot, told me a lot about the city of Paris. So I'm out here to see if it will live up to expectation. And well, it has not been bad so far. We came back and had a very beautiful view of the lighted Eiffel Tower. And as we're on our way back to our apartment, we decided to get street food from a Mexican chef by the roadside, just beside the tower, and still went out to have dinner somewhere that same night. You know, it's funny how sometimes how you plan some things don't go as you planned them, or end up differently, totally different from how you planned them. That was how my anniversary ended. Well, on to the next we move. Today is the third day, which happens to be my birthday, and the day started fast. We had to go pick up some things at the store, and plantain was one of what I picked. We got back to our apartment, had breakfast, and that was it for that morning. We had to postpone our enjoyment till evening because I was gearing up. I had to, like, do you know when you say somebody is fasting because they want to go and eat themselves, like eat, they just want to go and eat. Well, that was what I did after having breakfast that morning. I saved a lot of space in my tummy because I was really looking out for what I was going to have at my birthday dinner later that day. And okay, so before that, we felt for go to Gallery Lafayette, or rather we went to Gallery Lafayette. And what is Paris without fashion? So before I entered this mall, I did not know why, or rather I did not understand why a lot of French people, or rather a lot of high-end designers were French people. You know, we have a lot of high-end designers that are French and Italians. So, brethren, I was not informed. I promise I was not informed. Because when I entered this mall and I was seeing prices, I was just shouting, Mado, Mado, wow, like an ambulance. Because, bro, I couldn't just, I think maybe, like I said, rich is relative, poor is relative. Well, I couldn't just imagine me who does not have a plot of land or a mansion in my village, coming to spend so much and on a designer bag or a designer shirt or a designer. I'm sorry, it's not. I'm not trying to sound somehow, but those who can afford it, like big ups to you guys, because I come from a third world country where I don't think uh for someone like me who does not have something to her name yet, I should be spending such amount of money on designers. So the gallery is a twin building. This is one building on the right, another on the left, and a bridge that links the two buildings. The second building had a very beautiful view, but again, this is still part of the mall. Like I said, for someone like me who doesn't have anything to her name yet, I shouldn't be spending 2k, 3k euros on just a particular designer item. But hustle, that is what those items were actually telling me. I needed to up my hustling game. So we are on our way to my birthday dinner and we decided to use the metro. We got our tickets, and here our metro came, and we boarded a metro to our dinner restaurant, or rather the restaurant where we had dinner. So remember I said I was saving space in my tummy because I was ready to eat everything that came my way. But my people, can you see what are in this plates? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Was it what saving space in my tummy? Well, only you can answer that. I had a birthday surprise. Unpacking after vacation has to be like the hardest part. Look at me here unpacking. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired, but I have to unpack. You know. I'm sorry I ended this video like this. A lot happened. Please, I'll see you in the next video.